a massive good afternoon, good morning, and good afternoon. And at the same time, we want to introduce you to a very, very interesting project that we have stumbled across over the last few months with excessive due diligence that we have done on this project, only to allow us to do very, very well with the future days and weeks and years to come. And we are here to ultimately share this news with each and every single one of you, to give you guys exactly what you need to make sure 2024 is a fantastic year. Now, we have a number of panelists on today's call, each and every single one of us with our strengths to be able to deliver this information to each and every single one of you at the highest level in a very, very clear manner, and only to introduce you in the correct way. Now, I'm going to be handing it over to none other than a good friend of mine. He is somebody who ultimately has experienced a lot of years of, the finer details when it comes to crypto, when it comes to NFTs, when it comes to blockchain, when it comes to DAO systems. He's somebody that has a lot of experience in that, and we'd like to, really, really thank him to actually have him on this call today. It's none other than Mohammed. Mohammed will be going through the technical side of what we're going to introduce today. I believe the technical side is the most important part for each and every single one of you, just to get those little questions completely and utterly out the way as soon as possible. And then once we have done that, then obviously it'll be handed back to myself, where I'll start going through the more, maybe the more exciting part, where there's dollar signs and pound signs and all the financial signs that we can all possibly think of. So without further ado, Mohammed, is it okay for me to pass it over to you? Are you there? I believe we need to make him a panelist. Osama, if you can just make Mohammed panelist. Mohammed, all you need to do, buddy, is raise your hand on the Zoom, so you can be granted access with the microphone. In the meantime, ladies and gents, I just want to introduce myself for anyone that doesn't know me. My name is Ishaq Hassan. I'm 33, born and raised in London, currently residing in Dubai for the last few years. Something that I'm really, really passionate about is, sharing. And this is something that I really think is important to share with each and every single one of you, simply just to get the most out of life. Okay. Mohammed, you are there now, buddy?
Right here.
Fantastic. All right, Mohammed. So as I mentioned, obviously it's very, very important that we go through the technical side of things first, exactly what MetFi is, and obviously the credentials and the important questions that we all asked at the very, very beginning when we were doing our due diligence. I know you've recently just taken a flight from Dubai back to London, so I do apologize for any jet lag that you may have. And hopefully you'll be able to deliver this information the best way for each and every single person on the call.
100%, bro. I would also like to apologize to the attendees in case, I'm jet lagged. Does get to me, but I will try my best to deliver the information best I can. Thank you so much, Ish, for that introduction, and apologies to everyone for the technical difficulties. We were trying to accommodate translation for the French market, but unfortunately we weren't able to do so this time around. It will be available for the next time. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and share my screen, but before we get started, I'd just like to know just to sort of see who is here on the call right now. Do we have, like, if you know what DAO is, if you know what DeFi is, if you know what crypto is, then drop a 1 in the chat, please. If you don't know any of those, drop a 0 in the chat, and no problem at all. We will be going through them all anyways, but just to sort of understand where we stand right now. Only crypto 011100000. Okay, so we got a lot of new people on here to the crypto market. 0 or 1.2. All right, awesome. Learning on the top. Okay, awesome. So for those of you who have put a zero, crypto is essentially something that brings out DeFi. So DeFi is it stands for decentralized finance, and the whole reason why crypto was brought about is to give power to the people, where they've got control of their finances, and we're not being controlled by the government. Okay, so that's one of the main reasons why crypto came about. Now, a DAO system is something which is where decentralized finance is brought into an actual system. I wouldn't really call it a company, because it's like when it comes to a banking system, you've got the fiat currency, but the crypto is not the same thing. So over here, DAO is something which gives power to the people, where the people are the ones that are in control. The community the community is the one that's in control. What I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and share my screen and run you guys through the slides of like Web 3.0, so you get a basic understanding of what this project has to offer and why this is something that I put my name up with. Yeah. So I cannot share my screen for Osama, can you go ahead and give me permission to share screen? Thank you very much. All right, so NFTs, as you can see on the screen, this is mainly to do with NFTs. It is essentially a non-fungible token. Okay, one NFT gives you exclusive benefits and unlimited possibilities. You can see at the bottom we've got DeFi, Metaverse, and Web3. If you guys don't know what these are, no problem at all. You will gain a better understanding of it by the end of this call. Okay, so the Metaverse is something that hasn't been around for a long time, but it will be the future, as predicted by JP Morgan and Citigroup, who are of course the biggest banks in the world. So when it comes to finance, they know what they're talking about. So the vision of this company, the vision of this project called MetFi, is to become the world's largest metaverse and Web3 incubator to help fund and create different startup projects when it comes to tech, when it comes to gaming, and ideally to find those projects that are going to do 10, 100, 1,000x, and share those rewards with the people, with the community, as they are the ones who have invested. So for those of you who don't know what Web 3.0 is, essentially Web 1.0 was the read only. It's where you can search things up online, you can read through things, but you can't really interact with other people as much. Web 2.0 is the social internet. Now, let me put this into perspective. Imagine before Facebook came out, imagine before Snapchat came out, imagine before Meta itself came out, or right in the early stages of those companies that you bought a share in it or you invested into it. What would your standings be? What would your holdings be right now? You'd be on quite a handsome sum of money, right? Now, Web 3.0 is the new web. Okay, it's decentralized. It gives power to the people, where our data is in our control, right? We all know this. When we're using social media, we're using a platform where our data is being shared. All right, but when it comes to Web 3.0, you've got full control of where your data is, if it's going to people, if it's not, etc., etc. Yeah, so that is why Web 3.0 is going to be the future. I won't go through this slide as I'll be covering it when I show you guys the information anyways. What is a DAO? So a DAO is a decentralized autonomous organization. So like I said, I won't really call it a company, because in a company you've got a corporate team, you've got like a pyramid scheme when it comes to how it's run. In a DAO, the power is with everyone who's a part of it. Okay, so you can see over here, that's traditional companies on the left hand side. On the right hand side, you've got the DAO, where the full control is with the people. All right, so These are the investment portfolios. You can see that the company has been, so that these are the projects that have been invested in by, has the translation started? Yeah, perfect. Okay, so you can see that that here's the current investment portfolio. These are the companies at the bottom on the left-hand side. These are the 6 partners that MetFi currently has that have been invested in by the Treasury, which is offered by MetFi. Now, these are real projects. We can actually communicate them directly with them directly on the Discord server provided by MetFi, and the main man Osama here actually flew out to one of the head offices of these companies without telling anyone from MetFi, without even telling this project that he's coming to see them. He flew out, he knocked on their door, and he had a meeting with the CEO to ensure that they are actually receiving funding from MetFi and that returns are actually being given out as well. So you can find out more about these projects online. They're all real projects, and they're all based on Web 3.0 technology as well. So MetFi consists of 10 different levels of NFTs, which ranges from 100 UST to 100,000. Based on the NFT that you purchased, you will have access to a certain amount of tokens of MetFi, which will be staked, starting at the value of 10% of the NFT which you purchase. 30% of it goes into the treasury, which is being used for investments into startup companies and tech. And then the 60% is used to pay out commissions, which will be covered by Ish later on. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to stop sharing my screen, and I will speak to you guys on a level based on the due diligence that I've done, right? So like mentioned, I come from the background of crypto, of this space. I've been in it for about 5-6 years now, but I don't consider myself an expert. Not at all. So I reached out to a few experts, and I shared this technology with them. I shared this DAO with them, and I said, please, can you guys give me your expert opinion and show me how this would actually work long term. And once that was all shown to me, I understood the power of this and the benefit that it can bring people, that people can start with a very minute amount of funds and really make multiple 6 or 7 figures out of this. All right. I'll leave that to Ish to explain when it comes to the numbers, but I come from a technical background. I am a programmer by trade, you could say. So my initial instinct is to make sure that all the coding, the programming behind this is available, it's open source. So what I'll do is I'll share my screen and show you guys initially how the back office looks. So you can see all the different levels of NFTs and how they are used. So initially you've got a shrimp, the crab, the octopus, the fish, dolphin, and this goes up to the humpback. These are all very famous names that are used in the crypto space. You can see that I joined just over 5 days ago, and my earnings so far have been about $3.5K. This isn't any income disclaimer to sort of mention that everyone will be making the same amount. This will be covered in further detail by Ish, but the reason why I'm sharing my screen here is to show you guys that this has been certified by Certic. Now, Certic is, you could say, like the SEC of DeFi, right? They break down different tokens out there, and they ensure that these are actually secure to get into. Okay, so you can see that we've got a rating of 84.6 out of 100. This basically means that it is a very, very secure project. Okay, now it's actually in like the top the top 10%, top 5% for most of the scores that they have when it comes to breaking down each and every aspect of it. So you can see one of the main reasons why it's not closer to 100, even though it falls within the top 15% over here, is because of the 67.5 credit score, the category score when it comes to fundamental health. Okay, so one of the main reasons why it's been given a lower score is because of the lack of KYC. Okay, so KYC means know your customer. It's where each and every individual who becomes a part of a company would be uploading their documents, you know, a bit like the driver's license or the passport, so where the government can have full control of what's going on. So because we are in the DeFi space and we would prefer not to have our KYC done in such a manner, this is rather an upside for us instead of a downside. This actually benefits us. Okay. For those of you who actually have a bit of understanding about crypto, I want you guys to take a look at this. Yeah, this is one thing that was very important that stood out to me when it comes to the holdings of the token, right? Because the value of the token is about $2.1 sorry, 2.05 USD right now. You can see that on the top right hand side. Now, it is possible in some scenarios where most of the tokens are being held by certain individuals called whales, where they could at any point go ahead and sell their tokens, which would significantly drop the price down from where it is a lot closer to the zero mark, which means that everyone who was holding that token, apart from those whales, they end up losing out their tokens. Now, look at the power of this, right? The top 10 holders of this coin, out of every single holder, the top 10 of the highest volume, they don't even make up 0.3%. 0.29% of the top 10 holders combined, which means that there are no whales. There isn't any single entity that could come in, drop the price by selling their coins, right? So this is something major that we know that we've got that security when it comes to price. Price can't be dumped. Yeah, this price cannot just be dumped by someone coming in and selling their coins. All right. Now, one other thing that I'd like to show you guys before I hand it back over to Ish is, like I said, I come from a technical background, so I like to look for code, right? Because I'm a programmer. So over here, the smart contracts for MetFi, this token, is all available on GitHub. It's public, it's open source. Everyone can come ahead to this repository and they can see the code that is being used in this token. All right. Now this gives us the reassurance that all this code is available. We know exactly what's going on in this DAO. We know where our funds are going, which companies are being invested in, when we're getting our funds back, how the whole process works. Everything is all done open source. There's nothing that's done behind the behind the curtain. It's all open to public. Yeah. So if you don't understand code and you don't know what these means, no problem. Why? Because over here you can see on Certic that Certic has actually audited this, what's it called, has audited this GitHub repository, and they have gone through every single code file to ensure that this is all secure, and MetFi cannot make any changes to the codes without the license by themselves over here. So you can see over here they've audited 26 files, which are the ones in the GitHub repository, and they have all passed the security, right? So that's that. Now, one last thing, actually, I did mention that the last one's going to be my last one, but this is the last thing. It's phenomenal. So what I love about this is that everything is done by the voting of the community together. There's nothing that's that one certain person or one entity is deciding that this is what's going to happen. Here's where funds are going. Every single thing is voted on by the community. Okay, now based on the outcome of these votings is what actually happens. So as you can see, we've had 66 votes already on all the different things, different projects to be invested in. Right now, we just had one go live, so let me share that with you guys. So if you go ahead and click vote now, you can look at a new project that has come. So people can go ahead and apply for funding online through MetFi, and this project is bought in front of everyone in the community who's purchased a NFT that can go ahead and decide whether they want the funds to go towards that project, yes or no. So you can see over here that there's been a lot of people that have voted for this project, hardly any that have voted against or to abstain from this project. There's a whole Discord channel where people can discuss what they want the outcome of this vote to be. But look here, you know, the power's with the people. It's a democracy. There's no dictatorship going on here. You can choose exactly where you want your funds to go. So that's it from me. Hopefully everyone understands a bit more about DeFi, a bit more about Web 3.0 and DAO systems by now. What I'd like to do is hand it back over to Ish. Thank you very much, everyone.
Mohammed, thank you so much, brother. Really, really appreciate each and every single word that came out of your mouth. Mohammed is someone who looks into things extremely closely and does his due diligence. And because of his coding background and his expertise, it was an ideal person to run the technical side of MetFi for each and every single one of you guys. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to simply summarize it and then go into like the earning part of things, just so that you guys understand. So what is it that we know? Well, we know it's a decentralized autonomous system. We know that it's based on a voting system. So there is no, one dictatorship or one person that is dictating the direction of this DAO system. Okay. Everything is done via a community. And currently, as it stands, we have just under 27,000 people involved in MetFi around the world. Now, MetFi has been around for now just under 2 years. And we know that they have paid out around $32 million in commissions. Okay, so a lot of payout has gone out to the 27,000 people that's involved in MetFi. And obviously, one of my main tasks today is for me to run through the financial aspect of each and every, earning ability and potential here in MetFi. So what do MetFi do? Well, we know that they're an incubator. Okay, they help startup companies, gaming companies, tech companies, AI companies, right? They help them by giving them money to ensure that they have a very good project that gives us a great return. How do these projects come about? Well, Mohammed just simply showed us. They're very, very simple. The projects get applied for on the MetFi website. We as a community decide if we like this project, if it has a good ROI, and if it has a good ability for us to make some money with it. And ultimately, when we then purchase our NFTs, which I'm going to show you guys now, a portion of that money, in fact, 30% of that money will then go to the treasury, which is going to these startup companies to fund them and to allow them to be able to run their project for ultimately for each and every single one of us to benefit. Now, Osama, if you are there, I would like to, I'd like you to share your screen and go onto the back office.
Federica stole the host from me, so no, I'm just joking. Can you make me co-host?
Can I make you co-host? I don't know if I have that ability. Okay, you are now. Osama, you are co-host, buddy. So you should be able to share your screen. So what I'm going to do now, ladies and gents, is I'm going to talk over this screen share that Osama is doing. I think transparency is really, really important for each and every single one of you. I want to make it super duper clear on how it works and ultimately how we can really generate some interesting money. So Osama, if you can just go straight to the back office. So firstly, and most importantly, guys, in order to get started with MetFi, you need to have a MetaMask account. Okay, you set up MetaMask on your phone, you download it, and you're good to go. And because it's Web3, you simply you log in as Osama is doing right now on your screen from your MetaMask wallet. You can then log in to the back office of MetaMask, of MetFi, which then allows you to have a look at your progress and the money that you're making and everything that goes with it. So let's stay on this page, Osama, for 1 second. So once again, for transparency reasons, right now at the very top of the page, you can see members. You can see that there is 26,993 members at the moment. You can see that the commissions paid out is $32.4 million so far. And you can also see that one MetFi token is worth approximately $2.06 at the moment. Okay. Now, if Osama, you can scroll down so each and every single person can see the NFTs available on this. Okay, so as you can see, ladies and gents, the NFTs are all within the fish family. The first NFT is a shrimp, goes to a crab, to an octopus, to a fish, a dolphin, a shark, an okra, a whale shark, and last but not least, a humpback whale. Okay. Now, as it stands at the moment, each and every single one of these NFTs have a different value. However, the split is always the same, what I mean by that is 60% of the value of the NFT will go to commissions paid out for the affiliates. 30% goes to the treasury, which then backs the new startup companies, and 10% goes to staking of a token in MetFi. Okay, so it goes to staking of the MetFi tokens, okay, which will then ultimately grow as the months and weeks and years go by. Okay, now each and every single NFT has its own matrix. Now the matrix here in MetFi is a 3x10 matrix, so it means it's 3 wide and 10 levels deep, just so you guys are fully aware. Okay, now if I can just go to Osama, if you can just go to help, you should get one of the matrices up. Maybe we just start with the $100 matrix NFT one. Do you have that on the marketing? I believe it's there on the marketing. You should be able to see it there. Yes. Okay. It's a bit small. I think I might have this one, Osama. I tell you what, I'll share this one, Osama, so that everyone can see it clearly. So you can stop sharing for 2 seconds, and let me quickly share my screen. Sorry about that, ladies and gents. I do want to make this super duper clear for each and every single one of you. Understanding this is really, really important because we are talking about a lot of money. Okay, so this is a matrix. So the matrix is a 10-level matrix, okay, which means there's 10 levels. The first level will have 3 people. If 3 people then invite 3 people, there's a total of 9. If 9 people all invite 3 people, it will become 27. And as you can see, the trend with the numbers to fill out one matrix, it's around 88,572 people to be exact. Now here in MetFi, you will earn 5% per person that falls within your matrix. Now, this particular matrix is a $100 matrix, okay, on the NFT one. Now, as the people within within our community, within our networks, within the world that we live in today, as people that get started with $100 NFT, the matrix will fill out. So one person that gets started with $100 NFT will have the ability to make in total, once their matrix is full, a total of $442,000, as you can see at the bottom right-hand side, okay? So once the matrix is full, you would have made a total of $442,860 to be exact. Now, let me give you some scenarios, okay? First things first. For every person that gets started within the matrix, the payouts are immediate. What I mean by that is this. Your MetFi account is connected to your MetaMask wallet, which means as soon as anybody gets started, the payout, due to the fact that it's on a smart contract, is immediate. It's not even something that needs to be withdrawn from a back office. It's immediately paid out to your wallet. First things first. So the beauty of that is no one is physically holding your money. You're not having to be dictated on a specific day or date for you to withdraw your funds. Your funds is withdrawn to your wallet immediately, and it's right there in USDT, which will then allow you to withdraw it to any one of your exchanges, and then ultimately allowing you to convert that into your local currency and then into your bank account. Okay. At the same time, ladies and gents, it's this NFT matrix, or this NFT one matrix that we have. This 5% that you get commission isn't dictated by the people that you bring in. This is anybody that falls within your matrix. I'm going to give you an example. If, for example, you got me started, okay, and you didn't bring anybody else to MetFi, every single person that I bring in as $100 NFT, because you have $100 NFT and we're in a $100 NFT matrix, you would earn 5% from each and every single person that I bring in. So whether you decide to bring them in or not, you will also earn 5%. Now, at the same time, let me give you a reverse. Imagine I brought you in on this and you didn't bring anybody in. However, there was a spillover with the amount of individuals that I was bringing in. They would naturally fall below you within the matrix. And once again, you would earn 5%, even though you do not know them, even though you did not invite them, and they did not use your referral link to get started. So the beauty that we currently have is a community of networkers who is looking to share the love with MetFi, with each and every single person around the world, which naturally means it will fill out the ultimate matrix to allow each and every single one of you to earn 5% from each and every single person getting started. So, ladies and gents, the chat box is open. I want to ask you guys a quick question just based on this. Okay. Would you say $100 investment into this particular NFT with a potential return of $442,000 merely from the matrix, would you say that is a good investment decision? A simple yes or no, ladies and gents, in the chat box. Please let me know. Is it a good investment for $100 with a potential return of $442,000 as this matrix grows? Is that a good deal? Yes or no? Let me just check Let me check. Yes, 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 yes. I see a lot of yeses, ladies and gents. So even if we don't personally bring anyone in, we will earn 5% as others come in below me. Absolutely. I just read a question. I'm so sorry for reading it that way. I'm a little bit dyslexic, but the answer is yes. Even if you do not decide to open your mouth and share the love with anybody, as it happens and as more and more people get started and they fall below you, you will earn, okay? You will earn 5%. Now, ladies and gents, I'm going to go to the next level slightly just to give you guys an understanding on how much better this can actually be if you want it to be. So just going to X out of that and I'm going to pick, let's go with Matrix 3. Okay. So ladies and gents, same example. Okay, same example. It's a matrix. This is a separate matrix. So this matrix is on the matrix 3. It's actually the octopus. Okay, the octopus is actually $700 NFT. I know it says 400 at the top. The reason for that is because if you was to buy the $100 NFT and you wanted to upgrade to the NFT 2, it's an additional 200. And then from there, if you wanted to upgrade, it's an additional 400, as you can see on your screen. So you're never buying a brand new NFT from scratch. You're just paying the difference in price as you go along, which I think is absolutely fantastic. Now, in this particular example, okay, you can see that the NFT free is a total of $700. And naturally, as this matrix fills out, the earning is even more. Now, imagine I got started, all right, on the Matrix free at $700 and my matrix filled out, whether I brought anybody in or not. The earning potential here is a total of $1.7 million, right? $1.7 million once this matrix is filled out. Now, here's the interesting part. Simply by buying Matrix free or the NFT free, not only are you in the Matrix free, but you're also in the Matrix 2 and you're also in Matrix 1. Now, what does that mean? Well, if the Matrix 1 fills out, you'd make $440,000. Now, as Matrix 2 fills out, for example, and people decide to upgrade, then there's an additional amount of money that you'd earn. It's around just under $900,000. Now, once again, once the Matrix free fills out, then you would make 1.7 million. So you can just do the maths in your head, 1.7 million plus just under 900,000 plus just over 440,000. That's what you would get from a mere total investment of $700. You have the ability with the community that we're building to make up to and over $2 million. Okay. Now, ladies and gents, I'm just going to take you one step further. Just for the individuals that have a big appetite like myself, what I will do is I will go to the overall matrix for you guys to see this. Right, so with this one, ladies and gents, this is giving you an example on the entire NFT matrix from 1 to 10, okay? And as you can see here, it says NFT 1, you'd make $15 on your level 1, and you'd make $45 on your level 2, and all the way down. And you can see once it's filled out, you'll make 442K. If and when your NFT Matrix 2, which is NFT 2, is filled out, you'd make 885,000. As I mentioned to you a second ago, the Matrix 3 would give you a total of 1.7. And as you can see, depending on what NFT you purchase, you have the ability to make a hell of a lot more money as the network fills out. Now, if, for example, each and every single one of you was to upgrade and build this the right way, which we are doing, okay, which we are absolutely doing, and you was to upgrade to the NFT 10, which is $102,000, for example, the total amount that you would make once the matrices are all completely filled out. Now, ladies and gents, how long is a piece of string? We do not know. If you said to me, how long would it take me to make this money? The answer is, I don't know. Okay. However, it could be 3 months. It could be 6 months. It could be 12 months. It could be 24 months. It could even be 36 months, for example. However, building this the right way, and if you was to get, all the way up to NFT 10, right, which gives you a total invested amount of 102,000, and we was to fill out the entire matrix, you have the ability, once the matrix is filled out, to make a total of $453 million merely from the payouts of the matrix. Whether you bought them in or not, timing is the most important factor here. And the second most important factor is what NFT you get started with. Do you want to position yourself in a very, very good position while the networkers are out there ultimately networking with the world? And if you want to make this as quickly as possible, you would ultimately open your mouth, use your tongue, and speak to as many people as you possibly can at the same time to speed up the process. Okay, naturally, the more people you speak to, the more that you're going to get out of this particular project. If you did nothing, you sat back and you waited, we don't know how long that would be. But once again, depending on what NFT you purchase, you could end up making a handful of millions of dollars that gets paid directly to your wallet immediately in real time, which means you can pull it out immediately as soon as it's in your wallet. Now, I'm just going to give it back to Osama to share his screen only, just so that I can show each and every single one of you some transparency. So, Osama, if you can just share your screen, I want to show everyone the Matrix trainer so that everyone can understand the beauty of what we have done so far. But before you go on the Matrix trainer, I want you to show them the amount of shrimp we currently have, octopus, dolphin, and so forth, just so people have an idea on what they're currently looking at. Okay, because right now we are still very early on in this project, so you guys get to be one of the first in there as soon as possible. Okay. So give me 1 sec to show each and every single one of you guys. Okay, so as you can see, ladies and gents, we have, sorry, if you could just scroll up. I just want to see the NFT real quick. Okay, so as you guys can see, we have 234 shrimp at the moment. Okay, we have 76 crab. We have 60 octopuses. We have 55 fish, for example. Now, let's say, for example, right now, today, you was like, you know what? I want to get started. Let's do this. Okay. And you decided to get started with, let's just say, the fish NFT, which is NFT number 4. We currently have 55 of those. However, there is 234 shrimp, there's 76 crab, and there's 60 octopuses, which means what? It means these individuals came in with a smaller NFT than you did. They are people that you do not know. They are people that got started before you. However, as and when they decide to upgrade, because you have purchased your fish today, when they upgrade, they will filter underneath you in the matrix and you will earn 5% from them. So there is already a waiting room of individuals that have got started that are going to be upgrading as time goes on naturally. Okay, it's going to happen. And as they do, you will be a benefactor because you came in with a bigger NFT. Now, if you wanted to be the most advantageous individual on this call, then you would purchase a whale shark, for example. And as you can see, Osama is showing you guys that each and every single level is currently filling out, which is going to ultimately show you that we are filling out all the gaps. We have filled out level 1 with 3 people, level 2 with 9, level 3 with 27, level 4 with 81. Level 5 needs to fill out, which is around 250 people. So we have 200 to go there on the shrimp. We have 32 people on level 6, 10 people on level 7, 11 people on level 8, and 8 people on level 9 at the moment. So as you can see, this is growing right quickly. We started a month ago and we only actually started to tell anybody around 2.5 weeks ago. Okay, so it's a very, very huge progress that we've done in a very short period of time. So anyone that's thinking, oh, how quickly are we moving? We are moving quick. Osama, if you can just go to the matrix calculator or the matrix, that's it, the trainer, sorry. Okay, guys, I do want to show you this. It's very, very interesting. And I'm going to show you guys how our community will benefit you and your community, and how your community will benefit the person that's also in this call's community, and their community will benefit your community. And all of a sudden we're having this great big party. So I'm going to explain exactly how this works. Okay. So as you can see on this matrix 1, you are a shrimp. Okay. As you can see right here, that's a shrimp NFT. Now there's a button right below it that's got refer. Refer. Osama, if you can just press this button. If you could just press this button, and if you could just press it 3 times, that would be great. So if you refer 3 people, for example, this is how it will look. Okay. The structure would be set out that you've invited 3. Now imagine you decide to invite 3 more. You've got 3 more friends. You got a total of 6 friends. Amazing. If Osama, if you can just press that same refer button 3 more times, so people can see. Okay, great. So now, ladies and gents, can you see how the matrix is being built? It's a very fair system. Each individual will get 1 person, and it will go to the next person, and they will get 1 person. Then it will go to the next person, and they will get 1 person. Although it works left to right, it still gives 1 individual to each and every single person. Now, if, for example, John was to now refer somebody, so Osama, if you can just click on John and click refer. He's now referred somebody. He now goes in his middle line. Now, let's say, for example, you was to refer 1 more person. Osama, if you could just press refer on you, that person would now go to the next person. So it's even and it's fair. Okay. Now I'm going to show you something that's going to blow your mind. Now, Osama, if you just want to click John, Jill, and Ava all to refer till they're fully maxed out. So we can see the entire matrix 1 filled out. If you can just click refer on Ava, on Jill, and on John, just so that we can fill it all out. Perfect. Okay. Now, guys, in this particular example, you can see that you invited John, you invited Jill, and you invited Ava. Okay. Now, John, Jill, and Ava do not know one another at all. Okay. However, Ava decided to add an additional $200 to her NFT and to upgrade. Okay. She decided to upgrade nice and early, for example. So Osama, can you just click on Ava's NFT now so that she upgrades? Okay, perfect. Now, ladies and gents, as you can see, Ava has now upgraded. She is still in the Matrix 1 in the same position as she was. Okay, but she is now also in Matrix number 2. So Osama's screen has just gone, but I'm sure he's getting back on it. Perfect. Thank you, Osama. So as you can see, Ava is now a Matrix 2. Okay. Now watch what happens next. Okay. So Ava is now upgraded. She's in Matrix 2. And let's say that Jill decides to upgrade. What happens? Osama, if you can just click on Jill. Perfect. Now Jill is now a direct benefactor of Ava. Yet you were the person that brought Jill and Ava in yourself. You brought them both in. Yet Ava is now benefiting off Jill because Ava decided to upgrade first, then Jill decided to upgrade. Now imagine this. Imagine you then decided to wake up and to upgrade your NFT. So Osama, if you can just click on you so that you upgrade. Okay, great. So now you are now financially directly benefited Ava 5%, although you were the one that brought her to the project. You are the one that brought her to the project. Now she is benefiting off you due to the fact that she upgraded before you. Now imagine now John decides to upgrade. Okay, once again, you're the one that brought John. Okay. Now, because you decided to bring John and he was your direct referral, and you are now already upgraded, he will go below you and he will benefit you and he will benefit Ava. Although Ava does not know John and you are the person that brought John in. Now, let's say, for example, Jill decided to upgrade her NFT. She was like, you know what? I'm making money. I'm really, really happy. She now goes to the top of the next matrix, which is Matrix 3, which is the octopus. Okay. And now, for example, let's say, for example, you then decide to upgrade. So just go back to you at the very top and you upgraded. You would now be directly below Jill. Well, once again, you are the person that brought Jill in. Can you see how this works? Now imagine the people that you do not know, the people that were invited by said person or this person or someone across your business or someone that you don't even know above you or someone that doesn't even know you that's below you, have the ability to come in at different levels within this matrix, which is remarkable because now our entire community will benefit one another. My community will benefit yours, and your community will benefit mine, and vice versa. And that is how we are now building this entire matrix. So when you guys ask yourself the question, how on earth are they going to build, do I need to find 88,500 people? The answer is no, you don't. You can simply refer 5 people or refer nobody, depending on how quickly you want to make money. Now, I'm going to talk to you guys about a fast start bonus. So, Osama, if you can just go to the dashboard, and I'd like to finish up on that point before I blow anyone's mind. Okay. Now, here in MetFi, we have a fast start bonus. They give you 45 days to start to do the fast start bonus. Now, the way that the fast start bonus works is you need to start with a minimum of $1,500, which is NFT 4. And in order to qualify for the fast start bonus, you need to have personally sponsored 5 people with an NFT 4, which is once again $1,500 or above. It's entirely up to them, but as long as it's a fish, an NFT 4, which is $1,500 or above, you qualify for what's called a matching bonus. Now, as the matrix fills out, your personal individuals that you brought in and anyone that they decide to bring in, whether they bring them or not, it doesn't really matter. The matrix will fill out regardless. Your personal people that you brought in will start to earn. And because you've done what's necessary in the 45 days, you will now make 50% of what they are making. Example, you got me started, you done what was necessary to be in the fast start bonus, and I'm one of your individuals. And that month, I go out my way and I end up signing, I don't know, say 10 people myself. And I don't know, say there's like 20 people that have come into the matrix that month as well. Okay. In total, let's say, for example, I made $10,000. Because I'm your personal and you done what was required, you would make $5,000, which is 50% of what I've made, simply because I'm your personal. Now, at the same time, if you do this within the first 45 days, you do also make a fast start bonus of 750 USDT, okay, straight away. So the beauty of the fast start bonus within the first 45 days really allows you to make some good money. Osama, are you going to look for an account? Is that why we're doing this? Oh, you want me to talk about it? Okay, let's talk about it. Okay, so firstly, ladies and gents, on your back office, you have a button that says find account by username. Our username, myself, along with Osama's, is Yes Wealth, exactly spelled as you can see on the screen. And we want to be transparent, right? So as soon as you click on that, you will see the date that we got started. You will see the amount, total earnings in dollars that we've made. So you can see that we've made $27,000, $27,000, call it, right? In the last 30 days, you can see we've got a total team members of 464. And you can see that we've personally enrolled 100 people. Now, I want you guys to think back 2 minutes ago. I was talking to you guys about a fast start bonus. It said if you refer 5 people, you make 50%. Okay, you make 50% of whatever they make. We have referred 100, so you can only imagine the potential of making millions. So for each and every single one of you, I do want to give you guys just the transparency, really, to get yourself a decently sized NFT, okay, so that you can really benefit from what we are doing. And I do want to say to each and every single one of you that if you do go out your way to decide to share the love of what we've got going on, and you do decide to refer 5 people with $1,500 and above, you will be very thankful, and you would thank yourself for what you did, because ultimately it's going to allow you to make a hell of a lot more money. Now, ladies and gents, I do want to leave it there. Osama, thank you so much for sharing your screen. I really appreciate it. And each and every single one of you that's joined this call, once again, I want to thank each and every single one of you for your time. All you need to do now is to go back to the person that actually invited you onto this call and ask them exactly what you need to do to get started. This is something that we can really do together. And this is something that is very powerful. I want each and every single one of you to know that this is not multi-level marketing, okay? Here, you have the ability to go above someone, on the side of someone, or below someone, depending on the NFT that you purchase. And, it doesn't depend on the time that you got started, So just bear that in mind. This is not an MLM. This is an affiliate. And you obviously get the ability to make a hell of a lot of money if you decide to work with us moving forward. But on that note, like I said, if you do have any questions or anything like that, just go back to the person that invited you. They will give you the lowdown. Otherwise, we've given you the technical side. We've done our due diligence. We know that the company is strong. We know that, the DAO system is strong. And we know that everything is top notch. I do actually, just before this is done, I do want to get one speaker on the call. I just want her to give a quick testimonial before we end the call, just a quick 2 to 3 minutes. She's doing remarkable things within this industry already. She got started. She was one of the first that got started with us only a few weeks ago. And she is somebody who has done very well for us. So Osama's decided to share his skills. This was the event today, I believe.
I'll have to go on the stage. Good afternoon, Thailand, Bangkok!
Thank you, Osama, for that. I do want to quickly just call up Federica. Federica, are you there? Are you on this call? If you are, that would be great to actually have a short testimonial from you, just so that you can share with each and every single person how your journey's been so far. No?
I think she's doing the
Yes,
translation.
I just had to quit the translation channel.
I do apologize.
Okay, no worries. Do you hear me clear?
Yes, we do. Yes, we do.
Perfect. Okay, very good. So hello everybody. I'm really pleased to see all of you here. Thank you, Mohammed and Ishak, for giving us this overview of this very exciting project. So to tell you a little bit about why I'm here, or why we're all here. Those past months have been quite challenging, and I've been trying to find an opportunity with which I can align. And I've been presented many opportunities, many different companies, but there was not one that I could align with in terms of certain criteria that were important for me, for the security of me, of my team, of the money that we put into a company. So when Ish and Usama and Hamza reached out to me about this project, at the beginning I was quite skeptical. I was I've been presented so many different opportunities, so I was quite skeptical. But there were a few things that intrigued me right away when they started talking about it, which was the fact that this is a DAO system. There is no CEO, there's no manager, owner whatsoever who will decide, who will take decisions just by himself, and there's no lack of transparency. So everything is very transparent. The community decides everything. There's no future promises about this or that, what the project or what the company is going to do, but this is purely led by us, which is very powerful, is very, very transparent. And especially what I liked is because all the different opportunities that I've came across, a lot of people told me, yeah, we're going to do this and we're going to do this with it. And here, everything is already set in place. Everything is already coded, it's written, it's done. It's not something, oh, in the future we do this or that. Yes, we will invest in some more projects in the future with the treasury, but other than that, the project itself, the smart contracts, the coding, the whole concept, everything is already set in stone. It's already in smart contracts. So there's nothing that that will be changed without us approving it, which is very, very powerful. The money is secure because, as Ish said, it comes directly into the MetaMask. I love the fact that there's no button on the back office where we have to click to withdraw the money. So everything comes directly in the MetaMask. We have full control of it right away, instantly, which was also super important for me, because I didn't want to have the case where maybe at some point a back office gets blocked and we cannot withdraw or anything. Actually the developers are not allowed to even take down the back office, otherwise they get problems with Certic, and that's not going to be good. So it's everything is set already. So this is those were the main points. And then there is another main point that for me is one of the most powerful things, is what Ish just explained with the matrix. The fact that you don't have to be a networker in order to make commissions is so powerful, because now we as big networkers, you can directly benefit from our skills. We commit to really give our best to fill up these matrices to benefit our whole community. So you can, if you want, you can lean back and just enjoy the matrix. Or if you want to earn some commissions earlier and quicker, then, as Ish said, then get to work yourself and make as well. If there's some leaders here on the call, if you want to benefit your team, if you want your team to benefit from your skills, from your efforts, then put the work in as well. we're gonna do this. So while we're waiting on the performance of the treasury, while we're waiting on our benefits from the staking, we can already make commissions in the matrix and help our team make commissions in the matrix, even if they subscribe 0 people. And just to show you, just to tell you the power of this. So I subscribed actually like a month ago when they started. A few days later, I subscribed as well. But at the beginning, I said, listen, I just want to like get a position and see how it works and do my research and like analyze the whole thing and really understand it well before promoting anything. So for 1 month straight, I didn't do anything. I didn't call anybody. I didn't promote. I didn't do a call, nothing. But I did my research, I did my calls, I got all my questions answered. And once I felt comfortable, I was like, okay, now I'm ready to promote this. And I connected to my MetaMask and I saw that from my $1,500 fish, because I also, you know, as he said, this is how you qualify with the fast start bonus. So if you want to benefit from the fast start bonus, I recommend you getting the fish as well. So from the $1,500 fish, I earned already $2,000 commissions without even starting promoting the project. So the timing of the positioning is super important. And this is to show you, like, I didn't subscribe like 0 people and already in 1 month had $2,000 commissions. No income claims, but that was just like an example of what happened to me. We cannot promise you like how fast you will earn which commissions, that I don't know, because that depends on the performance of the whole team. Yeah, so just you understand the power of this. So I will just summarize in like 2-3 sentences in French, because I know there are some French people here. Donc juste pour résumer ce que je viens de dire. Quand je suis venue à travers ce projet, en fait, j'ai vu plein d'opportunités ces derniers mois et il y en a aucune avec laquelle j'étais alignée pour pouvoir promouvoir. Et quand Ish, Oussama et Hamza, ils sont venus vers moi avec ce projet, j'étais intriguée par certains points. Le premier point, c'était le fait qu'il n'y avait pas de PDG ou qui que ce soit qui peut prendre des décisions et qui fait des choses sans transparence ou qui fait des promesses peut-être pour le futur qui vont pas être remplies. Mais ici, c'est nous qui contrôlons, c'est nous qui avons la transparence et le pouvoir de prendre des décisions sur ce qui se passe exactement. Ensuite, c'est tout décentralisé, c'est tout sécurisé par rapport à notre MetaMask. Au niveau des commissions, ça arrive instantanément dans le MetaMask. Personne peut nous retenir nos commissions ou quoi que ce soit. On n'a pas besoin de cliquer sur un bouton pour retirer. Et la troisième chose, c'est la matrice qui est très puissante parce que même si on ne promotionne pas, on peut gagner directement des commissions grâce au travail unique qu'on fournit tous en tant que leader. Donc ici, en tant que leader, s'il y a des leaders sur ce call, on peut en fait finalement faire bénéficier notre communauté, notre réseau de nos efforts, de nos compétences par rapport aux personnes qu'on inscrit. Donc s'il y a des personnes qui sont juste des clients pour se placer, il n'y a aucun souci, ils peuvent aussi commencer à gagner de l'argent. Et pour vous donner un exemple par rapport à moi, pour être complètement transparente, moi, j'avais commencé à me positionner il y a 1 mois, mais j'ai rien promotionné du tout. J'ai parlé à personne de ça. Je voulais d'abord faire mes recherches et bien m'assurer que je sois alignée et que je me sens sûre et sereine avec ce projet. Et 1 mois après, j'avais commencé avec 1500 avec un fiche. Et ensuite, après 1 mois, j'ai fait $2000 de commission sans inscrire personne, ok, juste en me positionnant. Et quand j'ai vu ça, j'ai vu vraiment la puissance aussi pour nos clients qui ne souhaitent pas développer le réseau. Donc voilà. Donc ça, c'est juste un exemple par rapport à ce qui m'est arrivé à moi. Ça veut pas dire que ça va aller aussi vite pour tout le monde. Ça peut aller plus vite, moins vite. Ça dépend du développement entier du réseau. Mais on peut tous contribuer en fait à développer ça. OK, et à faire profiter tous ensemble en attendant la performance de la trésorerie et en attendant les bénéfices du staking, on peut déjà commencer à tous profiter des commissions de la matrice. Okay, so thank you very much. I hope that you understood the potential of this. Now everybody obviously can reach out to the person again, as Ish said, to ask their questions. Make sure you ask all your questions to be confident with this. And I would say let's go, because 2024 we want to go to the next level. We have very, very big goals with this project. and we will not stop until we attain them. So thank you very much.
Thank you so much, Federica. We really, really appreciate it. On that note, ladies and gents, God bless you all. Have a fantastic day, afternoon, or evening. It's now 3:18 a.m. here in Dubai, so I'll be going straight to bed. But God bless each and every single one of you. Thank you so much for jumping on. Go back to the person that got you started and really, really make the most of this, ladies and gents. We are giving you something really, really powerful here, really, really strong. And I do believe that each and every single one of you are going to be thanking each and every single one of us very, very soon. On that note, God bless you all and take care.